This painting is called The Copse Path by Allin Braund, who was born in 1915 and died in 2004. It was painted in 1940. Allin Braund was a British artist who was born in Devon and educated at the Bideford Art School. This painting is held in the collection of the Burton Art Gallery and Museum in Bideford for the benefit of local people and visitors to the region. Looking at this picture, how does it make you feel? What do you notice about this image? Allow your eye to rove around the picture. Allow your attention to be concentrated on different parts of it. And then allow your attention to widen. And so you have a sense that you're looking at the whole thing simultaneously. One image, one moment in time. So Allin Braund has captured here a copse path, a path into a small woodland. Some of the trees look as though perhaps they're in leaf, or maybe they're evergreens. One tree, a horse chestnut, has its candles, its flowers, small fluffy clouds gently tinted, a pinkish colour beneath them, scud across the blue, clear sky. There are ferns unfurling. There are dandelions in the foreground with their bright yellow blooms. There's a fence over on the right-hand side, but to the left all we can see are these expanses of leaf and tree and flower. Perhaps some of those white-coloured blooms are the wild garlic that flourishes in the springtime in North Devon. There may be a few stones towards the foreground here on the path, but other than that, it looks like an easy road. An easy and beautiful journey into this woodland. Ivy creeps up the tree in the foreground and spreads its leaves on the other side of the image, framing the pathway. How would it feel to walk this path? How would it feel to walk through this landscape in the springtime? Think back to memories you might have of travelling through this kind of landscape, or through, more generally, the landscape of the spring, where there is a brightness and there is a newness and there is a sense of opening up after the cold and the dark of the winter and the sleeping and resting time of that part of the year. This is a time for striking out, a time for adventuring, a time to explore. So the woodland here, the copse, isn't some scary, forbidding place. This is a place where there is the emergence of bright flowers, where the birds are singing, where things are coming alive on the woodland floor beneath the emerging canopy. What would be the smell of this time? The scent of the wild garlic, the smell of the clear, cool spring breeze. Imagine you could breathe that in through this image. Imagine you could breathe in that clean, clear, expanding openness of the springtime. And imagine that you could step into this image and walk along that path, exploring and watching how everything in the world is coming alive. Bring your attention to this image. Feel how balanced and inviting and fascinating and beautiful it is. And recognize that if you can find those things in this image, you're finding them in yourself and in your own memory and in your experience now. As we look at the Copse Path by Allin Braund, inviting us to go exploring the woods in the beautiful time of the spring.